so much. Okay, take a seat. Think about like whatever maybe you need to let go of. Maybe you've had like a great morning so far and you're like, no, I want to hold on to everything that's happened so far. But if anything's happened in your morning that doesn't serve you for the next hour or so, just take a few breaths and just kind of release that out. Or maybe even a bigger picture of something that's pervasive in your mind that could possibly draw you out from your practice today. And the beautiful thing about that sort of intention and that power is it doesn't mean you have to give it up forever. Maybe you just give it up for the next hour. Allowing the breath to deepen. Last couple of breaths here. Good. Now let your eyes open gently. I'm going to keep one leg bent. It doesn't matter which leg you choose to do because we're going to do both sides. You're just going to pick one foot up like you're coming into half happy baby. You're going to take your heel on the inside if it's okay. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. Keep the knee bent. Use that connection to lift the chest up, to lift the spine up. Perfect. Really nice. And then pushing the hand into the foot into the hand, giving that pressure that allows you to lift your spine up a little higher. So nice. Beautiful. And then maybe that leg starts to kick out a little bit, but maybe it doesn't. It's totally fine if it doesn't. I love how I didn't say which leg to do, but we all did our right leg. And you didn't even mirror me. We just all went right. Good. Rebend. And then let's just switch it. Stabilize. Lift up. Beautiful. Same thing. Pressure hand to foot, foot to hand, and that lifts the spine up. Keep the breath full. Keep those collarbones broad. And then maybe starting to push that foot away, but maybe not. Good. Yeah. Beautiful. Good. And then rebend. Bring the soles of the feet together. Baddha Konasana. Just hold the feet. If it feels good, lengthen the spine forward a bit and maybe come forward. But if you feel better upright, just stay upright. Good. And then lift up in the heart. Take the hands behind the hips. Bring the feet forward. Take the feet a little wider than your hips. And then side to side. When you come off to one side, kind of squeeze the glute here to kind of bring that hip around so that you get a nice stretch in the front of the hip flexor. Yes. Good. Good. Good, Stacy. Good. Come through center and then Navasana, boat pose. Knees can be bent, legs can be straight, totally your call. Bend the knees, rock down to your back. Come into happy baby here. Arms to the inside of the legs. Take the heels. And then bring the knees back into center. You're going to rock up and down your spine a few times if it feels okay. We're going to make our way into malasana, garland pose. So you're going to just rock up. You can use your hands and then come through. Just this nice yoga squat. Perfect. Good. It might take a few more than 2 rocks, Stacey. Don't worry. Go for it. There you go. No pressure to get there in one. I think I use my hands. I mean, it's like whatever it is, it is. And then just take a few pauses in your breath here. Perfect. Beautiful. And then release your hands down. Square off your feet. Come into a nice, easy forward fold. Rock your weight a little bit side to side, maybe bending one knee, straightening the other leg. Come through center, rise all the way up to stand. Sweep the arms up to the sky. Take your right hand to your left wrist. Just catch hold of your wrist and then take a side bend over to the right. Get heavy on the left foot. And then rise back up through center. And then just switch over to the other side. Beautiful. Rise back up to center. Inhale. And then exhale, forward fold. Come halfway with your inhale. Step your right foot to the back of your mat. Put your right knee down. Anjaneyasana. Rise up here. So right knee is down, left foot is forward. Beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. Energetically. Back leg, front leg squeeze toward each other. Send your fingers to the sky. Use your back ribs to send your arms up with length. Take another breath in. Release your hands down and then straighten your front leg. Shift your hips back. Half splits. Good. Yeah. Beautiful. Good, good. We're going to move between these two poses. So inhale, shift forward, reach up, Anjaneyasana. And then exhale, sink back, Hanumanasana, half Hanumanasana. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, sink back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink back. Inhale, shift forward, plant your hands, tuck your right toes, step to plank with a breath in. Lower to your belly with your exhale. Sphinx, bring your arms forward, elbows under the shoulders. Yes. Tops of the feet press down, heart pulls forward. Scoop the belly up. And then tuck your toes, come into a forearm plank. With your exhale, release your hips back, come into Sphinx again. And then downward facing dog with your exhale. Stretch your right leg back. If it feels good, open up your hip and bend your knee. And then square the hips. Exhale, draw your knee down the center. Place your right foot between your hands. Bring your left knee down. Anjaneyasana, rise up. And take a few breaths here. Front foot, back leg, drawing toward each other. Really nice, very pretty. Yes. Imprint that front foot down. Use the back body to lift the hands higher, to extend the arms more. Take one more breath here. Release your hands down and then straighten your front leg, shift back, half splits. Beautiful. Mm-hmm. So everything is open to your interpretation, to your modifications, whether it be kind of juicing up a pose or toning it down. So please explore this practice however you want. With an inhale, rise up, Anjaneyasana. And then exhale, sink back. Inhale, rise up. And then exhale, bring it back. One more time. Inhale, rising up. And then exhale, coming back. Bend the front leg. Step your feet to the top of your mat. Come halfway with your inhale. And then fold down with your exhale. Rise up to stand. Inhale. Take a little pause here. Right hand to your left wrist. Inhale up and over to the right. And then come back to center. Switch the hand. Switch the side bend. Come back to center. Rise up, inhale, a little taller. Forward fold with your exhale. Halfway inhale. Left foot steps back. Left knee comes to the ground. Anjaneyasana. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release your hands, straighten the front leg. Shift forward, inhale. Tuck the toes. Step to plank. And then lower to your belly. Sphinx again, forearms down. And then forearm plank. Tuck the toes, lift up. Come back into Sphinx, inhale. And then downward facing dog, exhale. Beautiful. Left leg stretches back. If it feels good, open up the hip and bend the knee. Come back to center. Square the hips. And then knee down the center, place your foot. Right knee down. Anjaneyasana, inhale. And then exhale, hands down, straighten the front leg. Shifting forward. Step your back foot to the front of your mat. Come halfway with your inhale. And then fold with your exhale. Inhale, rise up. Left hand to right wrist, side bend left. Inhale, back up. Switch, side bend the other way. Inhale, back up. Hands to your heart with your exhale. Inhale, rise up, hands to sky. Beautiful. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway with your inhale. Right leg steps back. Crescent pose. Inhale, rise up. Take a few breaths here. Same energy you just had in Anjaneyasana. Feet drawing toward each other. Back ribs, sending the fingers up. Squeeze the right glutes. Take a breath in. And then release your hands down. Pause. Straighten the front leg. Consider lifting up the toes of the left foot and then just being in the heel. Consider it. It might not feel good. You don't have to do it. One more inhale. And then bend the front knee. Step to plank, inhale. Down to the ground, exhale. Shalabhasana. Hands back, feet back, curl up. Take a few breaths here. Really wake up those upper back muscles. Beautiful. Yes. One more inhale. Downward facing dog with your exhale. Right leg stretches back. Inhale. Open the hip if you'd like. Come back through center. Place your right foot forward. Crescent pose. Yes. Beautiful. Take a few breaths here. One more breath in. Release your hands down. Straighten the front leg. Maybe the toes lift up. Come into the heel. Maybe not. One more inhale. And then step to the top of your mat, both of your feet. Come halfway with your inhale. And fold with your exhale. Rise all the way up to stand. Squeeze your glutes. Reach your fingers high. Take a little pause here. And then fold right back down. Exhale. Halfway inhale. Left foot steps back. Crescent pose, inhale. Release your hands down to the ground. Straighten the front leg. Maybe lift the toes and come into the heel. Beautiful. And then rebend the front leg. Step back to plank. Take a breath in to your belly with your exhale. Shalabhasana. Yes. Stretch back, feet, fingers. Yes. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Left leg stretches back. Inhale. Open the hip if it feels good. Come back through center. Place the left foot top of the mat. Crescent with an inhale. And then release your hands with your exhale. Straighten the front leg. Maybe lift the toes. And then step top of the mat. Halfway inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. And hands into your heart with your exhale. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, bowing forward. Come halfway with your inhale. Plank. And then lower down either halfway to chaturanga or to the floor. Curl up, up dog, cobra, or shalabhasana, your back bend that you like. And then downward facing dog with your exhale. Soft, even, steady breath. Let your mind just rest in your breath. High into your toes, inhale. Bend your knees, exhale. Look where you're going, feet to hands, top of the mat. Halfway, inhale. Fold with your exhale, very nice. Rise up to stand, inhale. Bring your hands into your heart with your exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bowing forward. Halfway, inhale. Chaturanga or your pathway to downward facing dog. Good. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes. Stay here in down dog. Lift all your toes up. Pull your feet toward the back of the mat and then to the edges of the mat. So you're pulling the feet to the back of the mat without the toes and then widthwise. And then keep that, put all the toes down and use the toes a lot. And then lift the heels. Feel your toes kind of, not just like gripping, but like working into the floor. Bend your knees, spring from your feet, feet to hands, walk, step, or jump. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise to stand, inhale. And then hands into your heart, exhale. One more round, Surya Namaskara. Inhale, rise up. Bow forward, exhale. Halfway, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Beautiful. And downward facing dog, exhale. So as we're flowing, I'm going to keep saying chaturanga. It doesn't mean you have to do a single chaturanga. It could be belly down. It could be skipping all together and just going to down dog. But rather than giving you that speech every time, I'll just say chaturanga. But you know that you can skip it if you need to. So we're going to move from here to malasana. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward, feet come outside of your hands. Good. Yes, yes, yes. Have a little sink. Beautiful. Good. Take your right hand down, take your left arm up, if it feels good, and then open up the chest a bit. Good. This is perfect. This doesn't have to change. If you want, you can take your left hand behind your back. If you want, you can find the wrap here, bringing the arm around. Really nice. Good. And so when I give these options, I truly mean that. Like, they're totally optional. You don't have to do them unless you want to. Good. Release that. And then square off your feet, forward fold. Take a little pause here. Any forward fold that you like. And then back into malasana. Lower the hips, lift the heart. Beautiful. Good. And then second side, left hand down, right arm up if you want. Maybe the right arm comes behind the back, and then maybe you find the wrap. Come back around through center, and then forward fold again. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Make your way back to downward facing dog, however you'd like. From downward facing dog, right leg stretches back, inhale. Right knee really high up on that right tricep, up toward the shoulder. Inhale, up and back. And then exhale, cross to the left. Inhale, back. Exhale, place your foot forward. Back heel roots, warrior two, come up and around. Good. And then bring your hands to your hips, just for like a moment here. Yeah, good, good. Don't worry about overscoring the hips or leveling them, just to kind of get a sense of the arms being removed from the equation. Sink as deep as you can into warrior two. Take your stance a little longer than you normally would take it, so that it feels a little bit almost like uncomfortable and unfamiliar. Good. Now extend the arms out like crazy. Pull the feet toward each other. Beautiful. Back leg crazy strong. Beautiful. Inhale, straighten the front leg, reach the arms up. Exhale, sink down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Reach forward. Hand to the inside of the foot if it's there for you. You can shorten your stance a little bit here if this feels like it's excessively long, which mine felt excessively long. You can also have your arm on your thigh. That's perfect, Beth. Beautiful. Left arm. The hand turns toward the left foot. So, I'm sorry, your right hand. No, I'm correct. Left. Oh my God, I was doubting myself because I was thinking I was mirroring you. I'm not mirroring you. Left hand turns toward your left foot. Bring the hand behind the back. Good. That might be enough for today. Maybe catch hold of the thigh. That's beautiful. That's perfect. If the full wrap is there for you, you're welcome to take it, but don't suffer to get it. Yes, really nice. Then open the chest more. Lengthen your tailbone for your left heel. Really good. One more breath in. And then reverse warrior. Release the wrap if you have it. Come up and back. See if you can stay this low in the leg. Fantastic. Yes. Can you bend the front knee even more? Take another breath. Get a little lower with the exhale. Last inhale. Hands come around. Step back to plank. Inhale. And then your path to down dog. Straight back or through. From down dog. Left leg reaches back. Inhale. Left knee way up high on that left shoulder, tricep, elbow. Inhale back. And then exhale, cross over to the right. Yes. Inhale back. And then exhale, place your foot forward. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Again, bring your hands to your hips, sink as deeply as you can. Extend the length of the stance a bit more. Yes. And then send the arms out like crazy. Beautiful. Press into the feet, draw them toward each other. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, sink down. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, sink down. So good. Inhale, rise up. And then exhale, sink down. Good. Reach forward, arm to thigh, hand to the inside of the leg. Maybe shorten the stance up a little bit for side angle. Yeah, beautiful. And then turn the little right hand to face the back of your mat, and then bring the arm behind the back. Maybe catch the thigh. Maybe the full wrap is there for you. You'll have another opportunity for it. So if it doesn't feel like you're ready, just don't force it. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Reverse warrior. Inhale. See if you can stay this low. Just take it back. So good. And then can you maybe even go a little lower? Maybe not, but maybe. Strong right leg. Beautiful. One more breath in. Bring your hands around. Step back, plank. Inhale. And then your choice on how you get to down dog. Take a beat in dog. Right leg back. Inhale. Right knee, right shoulder, tricep, elbow, exhale. Inhale back. Cross to the left, exhale all the breath out. Inhale back. Exhale, place your foot forward. Warrior two again, rise up. Sink as deeply as you can. Inhale, straighten up. And then exhale, sink back down. Come right back into side angle with or without the wrap. Good. And you're going to push into your right leg. You're going to pivot the right foot around so you come into Prasarita Padottanasana. If you have the wrap, keep it. If you don't, the left hand can stay behind the back with the right hand down on the ground. So don't overstress it. Yes, 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 yes. Good. Good, good, good. That's it. That's it, Julia. Good. Take a few more breaths here. Really beautiful. Good. Then turn your right heel a little bit toward the left foot. We're going to come to Skandasana with the wrap if you'd like, or you can lose the wrap altogether. So I'm going to keep the back view so you can see it. Yep. Beautiful. That's it. Wrap is totally optional. Take one more breath in, and then bring your hands around top of the mat. Step back to plank, inhale, your path to dog. Take a beat in dog, and then left leg back, inhale. Knee to tricep, shift forward. Inhale back, and then cross. Inhale back. Exhale, place your foot forward. Warrior two, rise up. So good. Inhale, straighten the legs, reach up. And then exhale, sink back down, lengthen forward, side angle. Wrap it, half wrap it, or just keep it classic. Yeah, that's beautiful, Beth. Good. Good. You're going to start to straighten this left leg. You're going to pivot the left toes around, and we're coming into Prasarita Padottanasana, with or without the wraps. You can have your right hand behind your back with your left hand down without needing the full wrap. But if the wrap's there and it feels good, keep it. And then start to bend the left knee, pick up the left heel, turn it in a little bit. And then Skandasana with or without the wrap. Yes, beautiful. Good. One more breath in. And then bring it around. Step back to plank. Breath in. And chaturanga or down dog. Right leg back, inhale. Right knee, right elbow. Inhale back. Cross left. Inhale back. Place your foot forward. Bend the front knee. Keep the left hand down, right hand up to the sky. Nice, easy twist. Pull the feet toward each other. So yes, 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 yes. Good. You've got lots of space here. Really nice. Take another breath in. Release the right hand down outside of the right foot. Turn the back heel down, coming into triangle. So we're going to have some options here today. Your hand can stay down at the floor if it's accessible. You can bring your hand to your shin. Just a totally wonky version. If you want, lift the toes up. If you want, find the big toe, hold it, and then send the left hand to the sky. So feel safe. Maybe challenge yourself a smidge. Really beautiful. Yes. Take one more breath in. Bring the left hand around. Good. If you have the foot, consider keeping it. Pivot onto the pinky side of the left foot. And then turn onto the left hand, left foot. And keep the leg straight out in front of you. And if you didn't have the foot, you could find it now if you wanted to. Yep. Good. Beautiful. You're going to take this right foot behind the left leg on the ground if it feels okay. And then open up into wild. Yes. Beautiful. So good. One more inhale. And then come around. Make your way to dog. Left leg stretches back. Inhale. Left knee, left shoulder, shift forward. Inhale back. And then exhale, cross. Inhale back. Exhale, place your foot. Right hand stays down. Pull your feet toward each other to give yourself that lift to open into the twist. Left hand to the sky. Last breath in. Left hand releases to the outside of the left leg, left foot. Right foot roots to turn the heel in. And then coming into triangle. So you can stay classical here if you want to move your hand up to your shin. If you want to lift the toes and then reach down and find your big toe with your first two fingers and your thumb, go for it. Good. Feet are still drawing toward each other. Really nice. Last full breath here. And then release this right hand down. If you have the foot and you want to keep it, keep it. If you want to find it, find it. Come into Vashisthasana, kicking that leg straight out in front of you. Pull the chest forward, pull the spine long. Really work the right foot down. And then into wild thing, if it feels good, left foot comes on the ground behind the right. Open up. Yes, you can flip it all the way if you want. Good. Come back around. And then back to down dog, how you want. Take a few breaths here, smooth it out. Check in any sensation, reactions. Heels up, inhale. Knees bend, exhale, looking forward, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Chair, inhale. Get as deep as you can. Boat pose. So good. So good. Yeah. Bend your left leg. Take your right foot. We did this in the beginning. We already did this. You might not remember that we did this, but we did this. Take that leg out to the side. You're just a little warmer now. Like actually warmer because this room is warm. And warmer. And warmer. Bend the knee. Good. Take your left hand over to your right foot. Good. Everything is optional. Right hand to your right calf. Right shoulder onto your leg onto your shoulder, rather. Yes. You got 100% right now. So this is like a backpack. Yep. Maybe hand down. Maybe kick out. Nice big side bend here. And when you kick out, it doesn't mean your leg has to go to straight. It goes to wherever it wants to go to. Good. Rebend the leg if it's straight. Beautiful. Readjust. We're not out yet. I know you want to think that we're out yet, but we're not quite. You're going to shift into your right hand. Don't overthink it. I promise. Push off the left hand, shift forward. Bring both hands down, and then stretch this right leg forward. Your left knee is still down, so you got all sorts of support. Yes, beautiful. Maybe you start to move into Kundinasana. Yeah. It's just a big maybe, I know. Good. And then we're going to go back to down dog. So if you're seated, just take it back, with or without chaturanga. You choose. Take a little pause. Remember, they're just shapes. They're just shapes. Lift your heels, inhale. Bend your knees, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Your deepest chair. And then into boat. Good. So good. Yes. You're going to bend your right leg. And then take the left leg up. You can support right hand to like right shin to give yourself a little leverage here. Yeah. Yes. So I want you to know that as I go into these poses, half the time I'm not sure if I can do it myself. So it's like, this is truly just like exploration. We're just like, and like going into things in a different way than we normally would. Like we go into Kundinasana too all the time from like down dog, right? So just a new entry. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I mean, I'm the first one to fall on my face. Trust me on that. Reach across. Bend the knee. First bend the knee, then reach across. And then start to work the shoulder inside of the knee. And then maybe extend that left arm out and then start to kick the foot into the hand. And you just get this nice big side bend up the right side of your body. Yeah. Beautiful. Really, really good. And then start to bend the knee and see how high you can bring that leg up onto the shoulder. And then just start to tip forward. And your right shin is down still. You can just power up. So it's almost like a half Tittibhasana here. We're hugging that knee, that leg into your shoulder. But then maybe if it feels okay, you start to shift, taking the chest forward, lifting that right leg back, coming into Kundinasana 2, pulling the heart forward, lifting the shoulders. And then from there, however you want, making your way back into downward facing dog. Fantastic. Rise to your toes, inhale. Bend your knees, feet outside your hands, Malasana. Take a couple breaths here. Good. And then release the hands down and start to work both shoulders inside of your knees. And you can just take your hands to your heels and kind of sink your butt down a little bit and just stay here. This is perfect. Or you can come into Malasana, forward fold, if you want.
Really work the shoulders around. Hands come behind the heels. Plant the hands. Sit on your elbows and then wrap your feet around each other and then squeeze your shoulders with your knees. Mm-hmm. Really pretty. Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm. Good. So good. Back to Malasana. And then forward fold. Yes, yes, yes. Take a few breaths here. And then we're going to do that one more time just because it's always like these harder poses that we get one shot at, and then you're like, well, I need like 2 tries. So you get 2 tries. So coming back down, Malasana is great. You can stand forward fold if that's what you need today. And then if you want, you use your hands against your legs to kind of get the shoulders inside of the knees. And then hands will come down to the ground. Squeeze the shoulders. Look up. Pick up your chest, drop your butt. That's going to lift you up. Then wrap the feet and then squeeze. And that starts to lift your butt back up. Good. Yes. Maybe extend the legs out and then maybe back chaturanga. Or not. Just down to down dog. Yes. Good. You have to fall on your butt at least 20 times before it works. That's like the mandatory 20-time fall. There you go. You're on like, I don't know how many that is, but you're getting closer. From down dog. Right leg back, inhale. Knee down your center, place your foot between your hands, left knee down. Good. Reach back if it feels good. Find your right foot with your, your left foot with your right hand. And then press the foot into your hand. Beautiful. Yep. Really good. One more breath in. Release the foot, release the hand. Bring your hand around. So just like we did in the beginning, half splits, this is perfect. You can start to take this deeper if you want. I'm going to give you a little challenge pose if you want it. So full splits, half splits, anything in between. If you want, you can walk back, come into a pistol squat, and then take this right leg and lift up. Yes. They're all fantastic options. I really don't know which one I want to do more, so I'm going to go with this one just because. Good. Ooh. If you're in the pistol squat and you're feeling up for it, you might consider pushing, 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 rising up, getting a little stretch in the top, a little extension, and then coming back down. And then we got about 5 more breaths here. You did great. So good. Beautiful. Yes. Good. If you're in the pistol squat, start to stretch the leg forward, come forward. If you're in a full split, start to draw back. Perfect. And then we come back around. Plant the hands, tuck the back toes, come into wild thing again if it's there for you, if it feels good, opening up. So lately I've been going into full Urdhva Dhanurasana from here. So if it's there for you, you can go for it, but there's no pressure to do so. You kind of square the feet, right hand comes around, pick up the left hand so that you can square it off. Coming out to me is a little trickier than getting in. So if you need to just lower to your back, that's fine. But if you want, left hand picks up, pivots. Good. And then we'll come through, moving through to down dog. Beautiful. Take a few breaths there. And then your left leg is going to stretch back. Face your left foot forward. Your right knee comes down. Bend the right leg if it feels good. Reach back for that foot. Press the foot to the hand. Engage the right hip. The glutes are working a lot.
Last breath in. And then if you have the foot, release it. Beautiful. Straighten the front leg, half splits, full splits, or maybe shifting back. Good. And you can explore this in any way that you want. So I'm giving some offerings, but if those don't work for you, you'll find something else that does. Good. If you want, you'll find that pistol squat, holding the leg if we can. And then if you're feeling up for it, you're pushing into this right leg to lift up. It's kind of hard from the bottom up. I know it's like you're really asking a lot of yourself. And then maybe that left leg lifts a little higher. Keep the connection. Keep the hands and the feet pushing into each other if you're coming with me. And then come back down. And then about 5 more breaths here. Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Good. We're going to make our way out from wherever you are. So pulling back if you're in full splits, coming forward if you're back. And then wild thing. And if you want to flip it, pick up the right foot, stand it down, left hand comes around, right hand lifts to come into Urdhva Dhanurasana. To come out, reverse the order. Right hand comes around, left hand lifts up, come through. Last chaturanga of the day, if you'd like it, into downward facing dog. Right leg stretches back. Right knee to right elbow, left foot to right foot to left elbow. So coming into a floating pigeon. So right knee, right elbow, right foot, left elbow. Place the foot down, place the knee down. Good. Lift up. And then come forward. And then arms can extend if it feels good. Beautiful. And start to draw the hands back under the shoulders. Tuck the back toes. Power up the back leg. Pick up the right leg. Put the foot forward. And then left knee down. And then rise up. Good. Hands can come to your hips. And just taking like a half Ustrasana here. So one leg here. This is not your typical Ustrasana position. This is camel position. Lifting up, opening up here. Maybe your hand comes down to your heel, and maybe the other arm comes up and around, or maybe both hands to your heel, depending on how you feel. I'm going to stick with one. Squeeze your left glutes. Inhale, push into the foot, rise up, and then step back, downward facing dog. Left leg stretches back. Left knee to left elbow, left foot to right elbow. Hover in pigeon. Lift up, lift up, lift up. And then place down. So build strength before you kind of just collapse down. So draw the legs toward each other. Think of this as a standing pose. Lift up. Yes. And then release it down with control. And maybe arms overhead.
Start to reconnect to your legs. Start to build the strength back. And then start to draw your hands back under your shoulders. Tuck the right toes. Lift up. Pull the knee to center and then place your foot down. It's not a crazy long stance in Anjaneyasana. So rising Anjaneyasana. Good. Your toes can be tucked or your toes can be pointed, whichever one you like. And then lift up in the heart. This is perfect. If you want, right hand comes to right heel. Squeeze your right glutes. Use your butt. Press down to rise up. Come around. Downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward. Walk your hands around. Prasarita Padottanasana, nice and easy. Just let the head drop down. Good. So we're in the very, very home stretch here. If you feel like you would like to get a quick inversion and you're comfortable in headstand, you can go to headstand here. If you want, you can come into handstand here as well. You can kind of plant the hands and just take some hops from a straddle position, which is a lot different than when we go kicking up. You've got about a minute. Beautiful. Yes. Yes, really good. Last 20 seconds or so. Good. Come on down if you are up. And then start to walk your feet in toward each other, please. Malasana, one more time. Dropping down. Taking the hands out wide. Beautiful. Yep. Good. Good. See if you can stay low. You're going to come around to the top of your mat. Come into a nice low chair or toe stand. And then just start to make your way back. Give yourself a squeeze. And then a twist. Drop the knees one way. It doesn't matter which way you choose, whatever your body's craving. Come back into center. And then switch your twist, please. And then back into center. Release your legs out. And Shavasana. If you prefer sitting in meditation or a less classical version of Shavasana, do not hesitate to be somewhere else. Allow your eyes to fully soften. Maybe they close. Let go of your breath. Scan your body. Notice if anything's holding on, and then allow the muscles to release more.
Allow your mind to come back to your breath. Allow that attention to expand to your physical body. And then start to wake up, hands and feet. Maybe stretch the arms overhead. Maybe bend your knees. And then you can roll to your side. You can rock to seated, whatever feels better to you. And you'll get there gradually, softly, kindly. So emerging from Shavasana, really kind movements on your body. Moving with the intelligence of the practice you just gave yourself. And when you're ready to come up, you'll rise up and bring your hands to your heart in prayer. Let's take a few breaths here. Feel the effects of your practice. Physically, mentally, emotionally, what do you feel? Sometimes you like legit don't feel anything. That's okay. Like that's actually kind of a good thing. Honoring that you gave yourself this time, this connection of the body and the mind. Lift the heart, inhaling. Exhale, bow your mind to your heart. Rise with your inhale, eyes open gently. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Done. Again, my name is Maeve. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. If you have any questions,